with the Miami Dolphins, Miami Dolphins, Miami Dolphins #1.
The summer humidity has given way to an absolutely gorgeous fall afternoon here at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the Miami Dolphins. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Already here, they're audible to something else. A carry here for Trevion Henderson. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Again, it's Henderson. And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2. You talk about this Miami defense. And they played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Henderson will try and run for the first. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Give him 6 yards in the first down. Faced with their first 3rd down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen 3rd down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yardage?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board, and they're able to avoid that 3 and out. Off the play fake, here's May. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. To the air, May. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
But when you go up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try to run for it with Henderson. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. The defense stiffens to force fourth down following that first down gain of 8. Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with May. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. So the fourth down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10.
Here goes.
To throw, it's May. They'll check this down to Henderson out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Looking to throw, May. His throw incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time. And now it's 3rd down. You talk about this Miami defense. And they've played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
You have to like the way that they've played in the first month. They have to be very proud being a top 10 unit against the pass. Their goal, though, in this one, see if they can improve that ranking.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Eddie, what's up? Here.
Throwing here is May. He's got his target. That's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Now 2nd and 9.
Here goes. Eddie, what's up?
They'll throw with May. And he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Pats are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0.
Dolphins nothing.
Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. But a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Here we go, Scott. Cougar night.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Intended for Nico Collins. Incomplete. Cordell Flott on the coverage.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Seven Pirates. Come on, come on. Hey, Mustang 70 Timberwolf. Let's go.
They'll set up a throw. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Ready? 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Ready?
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. The Dolphins at 1-3 here in the early part of the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
19 tight, 19 tight, 70 Lions.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Let's go now. Ready?
They'll look to throw again. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez. And the Pats are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. On play action, May. Now he's going to step up and run. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, it's May. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. That's pulled in at the 32. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on. This offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba. And got his man complete. It's a big play there for Miami. 41 yards. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Change it.
Throwing is Jackson. Oh, just a desperation heave there, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. Then he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
Here's May. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Borregales now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Patriots 14, Dolphins nothing. Andy Borregales to kick off for New England.
Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Their own 30-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami. 55 yards.
Dolphins first down. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Now Jackson. Out right to Smith and Jigba. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 8-yard line.
Hey, Ozzy!
Jackson. yards from 8 yards out. And the Dolphins have got it back to within a score. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good, we're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Second and 10.
Here goes throw. Hey, what's that?
And they'll send the tight end in motion. And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. They set up the screen for Henderson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Here goes that. Hey, no, here.
They'll set up to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Here's second and 10. Back to throw again. They'll swing this out to Henderson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with third and 1.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
This offense so far on third down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's third and 1. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Third down and 1. May going to give it to Henderson. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're going to try and throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So a bold call, but this drive will forge on. 1st and 10 after the 4th down conversion. From the shotgun, it's May. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
From the shotgun, May with it. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and he's going to lead to 3rd down.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. To the air, May. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
You want to see a defensive coordinator get upset and throw his headset? This is the kind of play that'll do it. You force 3rd and long. This is almost sort of a give-up play. You're just hoping to get something positive, and it winds up breaking big, and they convert on 3rd down.
On 1st down, it's Henderson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. Second and 12, operating from the 39. Now back to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
That open man that time, man, they're putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
Patriots.
Up the middle, it's Henderson. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They run once more with Henderson. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. 3rd and 2.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Running straight ahead. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. On 4th down, out comes Andres Borregales for the Patriot field goal.
This
is a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. And his kick is indeed good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. And his throw is incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A 10-point game, 17-7 to score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Hey, report! Report!
Jackson now. Oh, a poor throw there, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. Inside the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
I think that's a great observation, too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles, if they're going to try to pull off an impressive.
And for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted.
Picked up by DJ Reed. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
Looking to throw. May. A throw off his back foot there. That's going to wind up incomplete.
And these are the situations that really test the defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
Crazy.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A pretty good mark there. They needed 14. They got 14 on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
To the right side, this is Henderson. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Douglas, the man in motion. Again, it's Henderson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Here's 3rd and a few inches.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Running left is Henderson. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the 1st down.
They'll run here with Henderson. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Here we go, tonight. Hey, what's up?
From the gun again to Henderson. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a third one.
Yeah, now from this spot on third down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw it for a touchdown.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Throwing here is May. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
No, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
23 yards, the final tally.
That's another Dolphins.
You gotta make a move.
First down.
You gotta make it happen.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now Jackson going to shift him around.
Ozzy, check out.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Hey, report.
To throw is Jackson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Cortland Sutton, 26 yards. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. The fly route works for the TD grab.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the scrape.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Hey, what's up?
To throw, it's May. Looking outside, he's got a man. That's Douglas. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll throw with May. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henderson. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second and a couple.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Second and 2. May looking to run. They'll check this down to Henderson out of the backfield. The offense on third down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. A yard all they need, but it's third down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the Dolphins are right back in this football game. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jackson Smith and Jigba, 81 yards. And the Dolphins have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done.
The Dolphins are lining up for a 2-point conversion.
Jackson here is going to look to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. A big loss on the play. That's the bad news. A consolation, they keep the football.
Dolphins 19.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Here's May. Out route, and it's complete to Brown.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Here goes up. Hey, what's up?
They'll set up a throw. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Well, they certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.